our 5-star guests will take your questions and answer them. We are doing that like last year. Bernd, over there, this guy over there, will walk around. Just use your hands to show him I have a question. And we will try to answer as many questions as possible in this 1 hour. Okay? So, who will be the first one to ask? Or maybe just introduce yourself.
It works. Alright, so I just want to say before, well, first of all, for those who don't know, I'm Doug Walker, also known as that guy with the glasses. I have Ask That Guy with the Glasses. I have How to Be a Pirate, Bum Reviews, all sorts of stuff. I also have the Nostalgia Critic. Applaud. Get a grip, it's just me. Well, and something I want to say real fast is that, what? Oh, okay. He's really impressed. Something I just want to say real fast. Usually at these cons, I film something and stuff. I'm not going to be able to this year because I don't know if you can hear my voice is going. So I'm trying to save it, and also I'll answer your questions as best I can with my voice. But if anyone shouts bad credit card, I can't do my usual shtick where I go, oh, bad credit card, I'll fuck you. So maybe one of them will do it, but not me. So,
I'll do it.
Yeah, okay, cool. So he didn't do it, so maybe later. So yeah, so that's one.
I forgot who I was. Hi guys, I'm Noah Antweiler, also known as Spoonie. Unlike Doug, I have no internal consistency. I just review whatever springs to mind. So I'll just review anything. And to my left, of course, is Welshy. Say hello, Welshy.
Hello, Welshy. I review horror films. I review Doctor Who. I hate Rose Tyler. Anybody here hates Rose Tyler? Please say hey.
Hey! Really?
Yes, I do.
Wow.
And I work with Sad Panda.
Is it working? Yeah. Hey, how are you doing, Austria? Thank you. My name is Sad Panda, and I do a show with Welshy called Panda Q&A, which is a really stupid show. You agree? I do forget about it, where I don't remember movies, because they all do, so I saw it, yeah. And I do music like the old famous theme song and the music for Suburban Nights.
And he does my closing theme.
Although,
now that I've seen his review of Highlander, I'm not using his song anymore.
Hallo Menschen aus Wien. Ich habe viel Spaß. Oh, okay, well, I'll keep on English. Well, my name is Benzaie, or aka Benjamin Daniel, and also known as Master Bait. I really wish Barry would have been here this year, but actually he's taking his yearly bath right now as we speak, so he can't be here today. But in case you don't know me, I do reviews for thatguywiththeglasses.com. I also have my own little blog, which is benzaie.com, where you can have like most of like a lot of behind the scenes and stuff like that. So thanks Cheng for inviting us to AniNite once again, because it's a ton of fun, and Austrian fans have been the best so far.
Yeah, this is the first time I've been overseas, and it's amazing, isn't it?
Because you're living in Europe.
Okay. I live in Europe, yeah. Wales, you might never heard of it.
No, I don't know. It's somewhere in France, something like that, or Spain.
No, I'm going.
Okay, so that's the 5 guys here, and let's start the questioning. Who wants to have the first question? Bernd, you can decide. Give back for Thomas, maybe. Him the one in yellow to Thomas. Thomas is our special guy because he helped us so much at the AniNite this year, and that's why I give him the first question. Please.
Thank you, Chen. My question goes out to Doug. When filming Suburban Nights, how much of what we saw was real and how much was stuffed?
Well, when I opened my legs, that was all fake. I mean, define what was real, what was not.
That was exactly the question.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I put a weasel down there, and yeah, that's why it moved. It looks so realistic.
Is it okay?
Yeah, that's why it bit some viewers too.
When I got punched around the world, that was real.
I don't really get the question. What does real mean in this sense?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Decide, just do what you're always doing.
Woohoo! I have a question for Doug.
Yes, Poison.
Were you be frozen today?
I was frozen today!
Thank you, that's it.
I shouldn't have done that, actually.
A question to Spoonie or to Welshy or Benzaie maybe.
Oh no!
All pandas.
Thanks. So, my question is to all of you because, what I'm most interested, I watched a video from last year where you reviewed like Vienna, and do you actually like your new hotel rooms?
I guess that's me. Yeah, no, this hotel is much nicer. The hotel room is really.
Is it a 2-star, 3-star, or 4-star?
It's here's probably a 10-star.
They scale on 1 to 10, so a 3-star is very bad.
Is that true? They do.
No.
That's quite a lot. No, I felt so bad because when I did that video, you know, it just starts off with me bitching and moaning and stuff like that. I was just not. Everyone thinks I hate Vienna and Austria. It's like, no, I don't. And even the hotel, like I said, I mean, there's kids starving in other nations and stuff, and they have to live in worse situations. And it's just like, I understand. It's like, I'll take it. It's just the fact that it was 3 stars. That pissed me off. I just couldn't believe. I kept saying, what's a 1-star? You punch a hole in the wall and say, there you go, live there. So no, room's very, very nice.
The one thing we spent an hour trying to figure out, and I didn't know this was a common thing, where to use the lights, to use anything electric, you have to put your card in a slot in the wall. We were pushing the switches going like, what the is going? We're like, are we crazy? And then Welshy, he's like, dude, put your card on the wall, and we're like, and then the lights came over, like, it's like magic.
I'm kind of sad because I don't have to do that, but I haven't got aircon in my room.
Benzaie, what do you think about Sad Panda? What do you think about the whole system?
It's cool.
In comparison to last year was the closet of the one we have now.
This wasn't against anything in Austria. I went to a bad hotel, maybe even worse, in Los Angeles, which is, you know, when you think of America, you think Los Angeles like the most opulent city in the world. No, this was a toilet of a hotel. So yeah, he was just talking about the hotel. He loves Austria. I love Austria.
Hi, I've got a question to Doug. It's about Mathi's death in Suburban Nights.
Spoilers!
I think everybody saw it. No, but my question is, did he never want to play Mathi again because he's sick of that character, or was it just for the plot?
I mean, Barlow's really weird because one day he'll be like, I'm sick of Mathi. I just like, yeah, no more. And then like, he'll be like, you know, I'm thinking about Mathi's backstory. I'm thinking he should have a past, like he was dead but he was resurrected. And I am like, you know, third lantern or something like that, you know, and, you know, so he'll just flip-flop back and forth, so I'm like, okay, I'll just kill him off. No, I mean, you'll say we're actually going to do it in Gigassia, but just as sort of as a throwaway joke, and then, you know, when we decide to sort of have people be invested in the third year, we say, okay, well, that's a good way to end it then, you know, start killing off Monty. It just depends on what mood he's in. Sometimes he's sick of it, sometimes he really loves it, so it just varies.
No, I think at first he was kind of afraid that he was only going to be known as Monty. That was the only character that he was ever going to do. So I think he didn't like it at first because he thought every time everyone saw Bargo, they would just go, oh, Monty. But he's done so many great roles and performances in your videos over the years. Actually, my favorite one was when he did Laurie Prince on the news, which it was just one bit in a video. You know, he goes, no, Laurie, this is how they work, and it was a great part. So I think he's actually become very. He likes doing videos now. He likes performing, and so I think he's really embraced Monty as a character. So he enjoys it.
Yeah, he's getting a little better at it. So.
Next question, please. Maybe for you. Just one.
Hello. My question goes to Spoonie.
Okay.
Have you heard about the new game called XCOM?
Thank you.
I can't actually destroy my shirt. It's the only one I have right now. Yes, I've heard of it. I don't know if Europe got this. Have you played the original XCOM? Yeah? Okay, so you have. So you know my pain. You know how upset I am over this fact that this game essentially now rips off its Mass Effect. If you've seen the demo, I saw the demo. It started as a shooter, and then I think they realized everyone was really angry that it wasn't a strategy game, and so they're like, well, we need to add strategy elements to it. So they did acknowledge that they wanted to make it more strategic, and then they just said, okay, well, we're going to have teammates. We're going to give you 2 teammates, and you have a little radial wheel that you assign orders to. It's Mass Effect, which is better, but it's still not XCOM. And so that was just me. It really is a bummer when you take such a well-known and beloved game, and then you completely do everything different. It's not very good. But we'll see. I mean, you know what? It may come out, and it may be great, and I'll look like a fool. It wouldn't be the first time, but that was just my initial impression looking at this. I was just sitting there, like, just stewing. I was like, oh no, this is terrible. I hate this. I was just wanting to kill that guy who was doing this video. He's like, he's ruining XCOM. I was like, I played that game a dozen times as a kid. You know, I played through that so many times, and yeah. Anyway.
Okay, first of all, I have a question for all of you. More serious one. How did you end up doing what you're doing? And second question for Doug. When are you gonna give up that hat?
Joke's on you, this isn't the MC hat. This is the hat that I just wear when I go to whatever, just chill and
sorry,
stuff like
they all
that.
look
I know, they're
alike.
just disgustingly eerie. No, I've actually given up the NC hat like a long time. The first one I lost, and then the others I just eBayed. So yeah, that's the answer to my question. Let's go down the line for the other one, how we get into this.
Okay, so I got into this mostly through the Angry Video Game Nerd, which I think like was my biggest inspiration. Mostly because like a guy was demonstrating something that you could be funny on your own while having like something to base your work on, like a review, something that people could relate to, well, with the nostalgia factor. But not only that, like being a nerd, being like an anime fan, like a genre movie fan. All that, and so when I saw and then my girlfriend introduced me to Dead Guy with Glasses on YouTube, and then when there was a trailer for the Dead Guy with Glasses website, I thought, okay, you know what, maybe I can do this because they said that they were headhunting really to get new contributors, and I think, you know what, like I grew up like you guys are from Europe, so maybe some of you grew up with Atari ST and Amiga. Like or Commodore 64 and all that, and that's a big part. Like you know, in the European like gaming background in the 90s, you had an Amiga, you had a 16-bit, 32-bit computer, and nobody was speaking about these like in the hardcore gaming, like you know, nostalgic shows. And I wanted to feature games that I grew up with, so that's how I came up with my show. That Mike Bishop, the guy behind the whole website. He's not him, but it's a guy in our shadows, doing a great job. And he's a very good gamer. He's a very hardcore gamer, and so he really liked my show because it was featuring games that he didn't know about, and that's how I came to be full-time producer on that Yellow Glasses. But apart from that, my training is really as a teacher, actually.
Okay, so it might come as a shocker, but I actually don't remember how I decided to make videos. You know, it's like when people watch my videos, they think, oh, it's kind of weird and random. Well, it's how like I decided to make videos. It was a real decision. It was really random.
Yeah, ditto. No, for me, it just sort of started off as a hobby. It just something to do I started with the 5-second movies, and that really caught on. I'm like, oh, I want to see if I'm still like me as a person. I'm funny, so I started doing nostalgia critiquing sketches, and it really caught on. But then, yeah, Mike Mashai came to me, so he's starting this company called Channel Awesome. He says, I love your stuff. It gets lots of views. You know, we love to see you get paid for this. And this is back when no one's making money on the internet. You know, like, you can't do that. And he says, no, we really can. We can. So, you know, it brought me on board. And sure enough, you know, this is my full-time gig. And I owe everything to him, man, because I wouldn't be doing this if he didn't come along. So that's the short version of it.
When I started writing blog posts on movies, and so I was on a forum, and the Star Wars, The Phantom Menace had just come out, and this is the funny. Your reaction is really funny because at the time, everyone loved that movie. Everyone did. Everyone, when The Phantom Menace came out, everyone walked out of there going like, "That was brilliant, Jar Jar. That's fucking hilarious." Everyone walked out. It was, if you look at the reviews, the movie critics, what?
Yeah, they're not that bad. The reviews aren't that bad.
Yeah, the reviews are actually very positive. Roger Ebert, if you remember, famous American movie critic, loved Phantom Menace. They all did. I hated it, and I made a blog post just destroying this movie. Just oh.